guys ready?
It's the plan, Bobby.
We're winging it, Jerry.
You always wing it.
We're gonna get killed. What you mean, we, white boy? You ready? Here we go.
What up, what up? Welcome into the OG NBA betting show. Got my guy Babano, Dutchy, Wham Bam in the building, and we got 2 games to take apart and see how we can get paid. So we didn't really get to talk over the weekend, but I go to you first, Babano. Anything you saw or anything you want to touch on? How you doing today?
Doing good. Nothing really shocking, I guess, over the weekend for the Lakers was surprising to lose like that to Minnesota. That was probably one of the bigger surprises. No, not really a surprise with Boston handling Orlando, Cleveland handling Miami. They were tough spots for the Heat and for the Magic. I thought Golden State, was capable, of beating Houston, and I took the Warriors last night, so that was well. I thought Thunder would absolutely smoke the Grizzlies, and they sure as hell did that. 51 points. It was over in the second quarter, 51-point win. I was a little surprised Indiana played so well and Milwaukee played so poorly on Saturday, but nothing overly shocking. The Lakers would be the biggest takeaway from the weekend. What the fuck happened to them against Minnesota? I was very surprised, but it makes the game 2 in LA now very important coming up here for the Lakers. And everybody except Luka just got to look themselves in the mirror, coach included, how we can be better in game 2.
Yeah. Gotta see how they can change it up. Damo says, does Dutch do the show the same day as the sesh? Let them know, Dutch. What's good with you?
The NBA is a hell of a drug. Hey, looking at the plug. Yeah, man. Hey, it's good to be back with you. Hey, depending on how the day goes, if you thinking they weren't waiting on me, come on, Wham Bam. See that? Hey, no matter who's late, it's always going to be on me. That's one thing that they're going to say. Really, they don't know. Skee the one that set the motherfucking tone being late around this motherfucker. But yeah, man. Of course I do this shit on the motherfucking Medicaid Monday. Check it out. We vibed the fuck out this morning, an hour later, but it was still the vibe. The weekend was a beautiful thing. We had Indiana on Saturday. Maybe gave a little bit back. Can't really honestly tell you much after yesterday. Yesterday was a beautiful thing. Happy Easter to everyone. Hopefully they enjoyed themselves, did their thing. 420. I mean, we were smoking, especially in the motherfucking association. I mean, 5-2 Cavaliers. Yesterday, I woke up. I said, let's feast. I tweeted out all my action. And I was like, this is level Sunday. This is a level Sunday. Well, Bono talked about it with OKC. I mean, Boston fucked around. Didn't even have, half their team didn't show up, and they still put levels on the motherfuckers. I mean, we talked about it. Even the Warriors kind of showed there's levels to it, God damn it. So, yeah, man, Cavaliers, everyone. It was definitely a level Sunday. We'll see what we got today. I think there's some tough games on the board today, though. I will say that from a side perspective. I'm muted, bro.
Yeah. What's up with you over there, Wayne Bam?
Now, you know what? So yeah, just to break down, well, not necessarily break down, but what was shocking what Babano said, like the Lakers kind of just shit the bed. But I kind of figured that there's going to be drama in this damn series. They can't sell tickets without them trying to sell tickets, so it only makes sense there. And then as far as like that Denver game with the Clippers, I don't know, man, because I want to pick on the teams that don't got coaches, and the way they fought back, it just kind of gives me a little bit that Denver is really in this series as much as I didn't think they were. So maybe I'm going to reevaluate them after today, but I think that Clippers still, obviously, they only got to win one on the road to make this to be in control here. So I still think we're going to talk about it. I still think they could pull that shit off and pull off the series there. So Milwaukee too. Milwaukee kind of just that was kind of interesting too. I wanted to see Giannis be a little bit more assertive in the second half. It seemed like he pulled off on the gas a little bit, allowed some of those guys to try to get along, and they were getting along. So we'll probably be able to talk about that tomorrow there. But yeah, today 2 good games. I think two good games. I think both teams that lost are going to play a little bit more tougher today. So should be a interesting take on both of these games.
All right, let's get to it. We got 2 games. First up, we're gonna go Pistons and Knicks. Open 7 hasn't moved. Total open 221 hasn't moved. As far as injuries, I don't really see nobody actually on there for the Knicks. Ivy out, Stewart game time decision for the Pistons. Um, Another one, Dutch. I'm gonna go to you first on this one. Another one where it took a little while, but when it came down to it, it said it's levels to this shit. God damn it, 21-0 run on your ass, and Knicks got the win cover. Do you think they got it in gear now? They're just gonna take off, or how do you see this game?
Yeah, man. Big shout out to our guy RP in the building. Ninja 13, Mark A, Jeff. Good to see all the real ones holding us down. Yeah, we talked about this a little bit, even kind of off camera. I feel that the Knicks are this is really like big bro, little bro. Like little bro's just trying to be so much like big bro, but you just not. The Knicks are just better at every spot. We could pull Harry Cade probably better than Brunson at the end of the day. But Jalen is pretty fucking nice, right? So at every spot, in my opinion, the Knicks are just better coached, just a better basketball team. They fucked around for 3 fucking quarters, flipped the switch, and showed you what they could do to Detroit when they need to. Detroit had a good game. Did K have a good game? Not necessarily. They shot light the fuck out from 3. Beasley gave you 20. Tobias Harris gave you 25? He gonna do that again? Get the fuck out of here. I'm telling you right now, I think the Knicks was sleepwalking and still got him. So if I'm looking one way, it's only the Knicks. And I believe this will be over in 5. Detroit might get one at the crib. But I'm on Cade Cunningham, man, because I talk that shit. I'm going to tell you this right now. Cade is a bad motherfucker. And he going to get me over what I got here. My fault, man. It's been a long motherfucking day for me. Let me make sure I'm giving you the exact number. I gave this out on the sesh this morning. I believe it's 26. Because I feel like it should be 28, but it's 26.5. That's how much I love this bet. Because I know it's 26.5, but as I was telling it to you, I felt like it should be 28.5. No, it's 26.5 to the motherfucking window. It's good money, man. Look, he had a struggling game, as we talked about. He didn't really play that good of a game on Saturday. So he had 21, 6, and 12. That's not a very good game for Cade because he missed 13 shots, 8 of 21 from the field. Just didn't really seem in rhythm, especially early. I think he's just going to have a better game. And a better game to me means at least 30. Last 3 times versus these boys outside of the weekend, 36, 36, 29. We're getting that from Cade tonight. They ain't going to win in New York, but Cade will show up in Madison Square Garden. Believe that. And then on the other side, we're going the big bodega, baby. That's right. The big motherfucking bodega over 23.5. You can get 22.5 juiced, but I believe he's going for 25 plus. He's went over this number. He had 23 the other night, 10 of 14 easy. If you watched him play defense, rebounded the ball. Big Cat is fucking locked in. These boys on the other side think they're going to punk him. They're not athletically. They're just not on his skill athletically. And he's just too big for him, to be quite honest with you. Stewart and Durant, get the fuck out the way. I want to see the big bodega go the fuck off tonight. I believe he will, over 23.5. He's went over this number and 2 the last 3. And, of course, he had 23 the other night. So I think we see 25 plus from him. 2 props. Cream of the props, baby. That's all I got.
Good shit, Dutchie. I think Brunson, he could also have a night here tonight, but I'll go to you, Babano, on this one.
He's 28.5. He's nice, though. I like it.
Yeah, 28.5, kind of rich.
Yeah.
How you seeing this one, Babano?
I like the Pistons early. I think Detroit will show a little something early. The full game does concern me because we saw in the fourth quarter, once the Knicks put their foot down, it was game over. And that fourth quarter was 21-2 run at one point in favor of the Knicks and turned that game right around. And I had the Pistons first half full game split in game 1, and I got out of there with a split 1-1 because we got the first half. We didn't cash the full game, and that's a tough beat if you had the full game because Pistons are covering for well into the fourth quarter, and then all of a sudden just completely got away from them, and they ended up losing by double digits. But I'm coming back to Detroit, but I'm more liking the early looks here. First quarter, first half. The Knicks are the better of these 2 teams, the more experienced team as well, and that's probably going to show through as the game goes on. But this Pistons team, and Bickerstaff's done a heck of a job. They've been a bounce back type of team most of the year. Don't know if they sustain it for 48 minutes, but you can get 3.5 with Pistons first half. I like that look more than the full game. I was on the over in the full game. We'll see with this one. Yeah, Pistons are certainly going to look to push tempo. At the same point in time, you would think the Knicks are going to be a little bit better for the duration of the game defensively. So I'm pretty neutral with the total. But I like Pistons first quarter, first half. I like Dutch's prop with Cade over 26.5, 27.5 points. Makes sense. I like anything with Cat because Cat looked to be a problem for Detroit defensively. So Karl Anthony Towns over threes, over points and rebounds. Yep. I have no argument there with that. So those are a couple of props of interest to me here in this game. I cashed with Brunson over points. Now, as a game like that, can he do it again? But you know how good he is in the playoffs. I wouldn't want to be betting under points for Jalen Brunson. I don't know if I go back to it because I won with it in game one, and a big game it was, well into the 30s for him. But I don't hate maybe looking in the Jalen Brunson department either. So those are a few props I'm going to sprinkle on. But side or total for me, Pistons first quarter, first half.
All right, Wham Bam.
Yeah, no, these guys are talking my language there. I'm all the way locked in on the first half with the Pistons. I think they covered the first half last game, and like you guys mentioned, it was all fucking Cameron Payne. He had 14 fucking minutes, and 11 of those fucking 20 points, 20-0 run in the fourth quarter came from him. So I don't expect as much as you don't expect Tobias Harris to do that shit. I definitely do not think Cameron Payne is gonna come out here and drop a fucking atomic bomb in the fourth quarter like he did last game. So I can almost wash my hands with bro on that one. The thing that's showing me here is that everybody on the Pistons played fucking phenomenal. Malik Beasley, Tobias Harris, Tim Hardaway, Ashur Thomas, all those guys played solid compared to what they skill set is. It was our guy Cade that shot 25% from three and necessarily not good from the field as well. So I expect him to all the way come back like Dutch was saying, and I think that's going to correlate to them winning the first half here. I think the money line is live for the first half, but I did take the 3.5. That is the official play there. The person that I did want to look in on, the matchup down low, I think it is a little bit more favorable for Jalen Duran, but he's not going after rebounds. He's boxing out. He's not. Everybody else is getting the rebounds except for him. So I do think that he's going to be more on the defensive side of the ball, and his role in this playoffs is going to be a little bit more different than just getting boards. So I do want to take a shot with his blocks at over 1.5 at plus money. He had 3 blocks the last game. I think that kind of does be his role here to be that anchor down on defense here to try to keep these guys out of the paint. Jalen Brunson, they got to keep bro out the paint, really. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, if you just force him to shoot threes, you probably got a better chance than him not getting these 34 fucking points that he had last game. So I think they limit him from inside, and that's going to correlate to them being able to outscore this Knicks team. Because I don't think Cameron Payne is doing that again. And as much as OG Anunoby loves the dunk, I think that Jalen Duran is going to keep him out of the paint there. So it's going to affect both of those guys. I think Jalen Brunson and OG as far as their games here. So I think the Knicks are probably in trouble in this game because that fourth quarter was fluky as it could be. I think the Pistons showed us they tough as fuck, and they should be in this series here. So 3.5, I like that most in the first half.
A lot of different opinions on this game.
I want to bet the Knicks now, man. I don't even know what y'all talking, man. What y'all talking? My bad, Skee. Go ahead.
I like him early
right now.
That's what
I'm happy with my Knicks minus 1.5 series bet. I think I'll just watch this first one.
I mean, these motherfuckers Skee shot damn near right under 48% from the field. 47% from three. Out rebounded them, out free throwed them, right? Have more free throws, more rebounds, and +8 on the bench, and still lost the game by 11. Get the fuck out of here, man. I don't see it, Wham Bam. I do not see it.
Cameron fucking Payne, bro. He had 11 of his 14 points in the fourth quarter. Come on, bro. And he only had 14 minutes, bro. Come on, bro.
Little did I know the major pain.
You could make that to build the New York case, and you can make it to build the Detroit case that for 3 quarters, Detroit was right there toe-to-toe with the Knicks. So you can go either way with that stuff to suit your narrative.
You're never going to win a 21-0 rally in the fourth quarter, though. It's never going to win. You're never going to win that game.
Yeah.
All right. We got one more on the slate. I know I got a feeling somebody don't like this game, but we're going to go to it. Clippers and Nuggets. It opened up -2 for the Nuggets. Now we see the Clippers as a 1-point favorite, and the total open 219. did drop down right now. Looks like 218.5. And injury report is pretty clean. Clippers were in control of that game for most of it until they were not. So, my bad. Let me fix that banner because I don't know what that was. It looked kind of weird. There we go. So, yeah, Clippers were in control until they weren't. And I think it had a lot to do with they stopped, like, they allowed Joker to be on the floor without Zubac on the floor. And the Nuggets gonna fucking feast if you keep doing that shit. Come on, Ty Lue, what you doing?
Yeah.
So I think they learned from that. I do think they have a chance to win, but more than anything, I think we see a lot of points in this game. So I want to ask you first, Babano. Do you agree with an over, or how are you viewing Clippers and Nuggets?
I think it could get over. I like the side more. Personally, I like the Clippers here to bounce back. 20 turnovers. That's it. That's the determining factor to me in game one. You couldn't value the basketball. It was stunning to see that veteran team like that with the veterans they have led by James Harden and Kawhi Leonard with all those turnovers. 20 turnovers resulted in so many Denver points. Just got sloppy and got, I think, a little complacent with that big early lead. They had the right start to the game, but they did not close out well. You know, you got to give Ty Lue an opportunity to have the edge here going into game two. Make the proper adjustments, make the corrections. This is an interim coaching staff right now for the Denver Nuggets. I think there's a reason the Clippers are favored. I think they're going to win. And let's not forget how bad Denver's suddenly been the last few times they've been. Game two at home has been bad to the Denver Nuggets in recent series. You know, they haven't covered a point spread in 5 straight times in a game two at home, this Denver Nuggets team. So for some reason, they get on their home court, and there's issues with Denver covering the numbers. So I'm going to take the Clippers here. I think they have a better game, better finish. We'll go with the Clippers here to even the series tonight.
Before we even go into Dutch, because I don't know if Dutch liked this game a lot either. I would think that was the person he was talking about. I'm on the Clippers too, bro. And one of the things that stood out to me is that they wanted to give our boy, my cousin, Russell Westbrook, his flowers. He can't spread the ball down the stretch. And they won on their defense. No, bitch, you did not win on your defense. You win because Ty Lue didn't make the right adjustments down the stretch. That's how I look at this shit. So ain't no fuck. I don't see this working out like this again. I think that the team's gonna learn, especially the fact that they're on the road. They only need to win one game on the road to make this be in control here. And I think the Clippers, again, those turnovers were definitely costly. And it was 7 of those from the man Claw himself. So if you're going to be the leader of this shit, you don't want to blame Paul George for his playoff performances. You can't have 7 fucking turnovers, big dog. I know you've been good all year. You can't do that. So again, I don't think that's going to be that's something that we characterize Kawhi in. So I don't think we're going to be able to see that again. And if we have a better coaching staff with the Clippers, which I believe they do, they should be able to make the adjustment to not have these many turnovers and be able to capitalize on Russell Westbrook closing the game tonight. Russell Westbrook closed the game tonight. I expect these guys to win by 10 points. That's all I'm going to say, because I don't think the offense is going to be nearly good enough to keep up there. So I'm going to take the Clippers money line right along with Babano. I think that's a good bet.
And the Dutch over there smoked. I said, please, water. Hey, now before I pass it to Dutch though, I was let me get Babano back on here. I was gonna say
That's for you, Skee. Talking that shit.
I forgot I was gonna say now, man. Just give it to Dutch.
Yeah, shout out to Thomas Maggiano. I see you, my dude. B-Man in the building. A couple other cats I've seen in there too. I wanted to give a shout out to, but I'm unloaded. But yeah, shout out to everyone in the chat. We vibing here. It's Medicaid Monday. Check out the sesh if you have not. It was the vibe. Most definitely. A lot of plays in hockey and MLB as well, outside of the association. But this game, this series is really difficult to me. I think you can make a case for both sides. I don't trust the Clippers. I definitely think Joker's the best player on the court. I don't trust James Harden. But a lot of things point to the Clippers obviously having a chance in this series. But they gave one away in game one, and that's not a way you take a series losing a game that you probably should have won on the road. So I look at it from this aspect. I got where my money is. It's on Joker over 9.5 assists. Got a plus 105. Went over this 4 of the last 6. Did just have 12. I just think it's it. I think the Clippers have to try to stop Joker from scoring. He didn't even, I mean, he had 29, didn't even, I mean, shot 50% from the field, only had 1 3. He didn't really have that great of a game at 29, 9, and 12. I mean, it's just, this shit comes easy to him. So I think 10 assists is very easy for me tonight, and I'm getting plus money. I like this look an awful lot as well. On the other side, I got James Harden over 9.5 assists. I do not trust that motherfucker. I mean, he had a great game. Started off really good. I mean, what did he give you, 32? He had 11 assists. He's went over this number. He's had 10 or more assists in 6 straight basketball games. We got over 9.5 at minus 110. It's good money, man. I do not fear the beard whatsoever, but he is, a talented offensive basketball player. He does see the court very well, and they have a lot of talent around him. 10 assists should be very easy. So I'm very confident in both of these props. But from a side perspective, it's Denver or nothing for me, simply because I do not trust a James Harden-led team. I mean, they all just had a great game. Zubac had a great game. I mean,
Kawhi didn't.
Huh?
Kawhi didn't.
22 and 6. Can I finish? Motherfucker. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? 22 and 6 from Kawhi is not a great game, is what I was about to say, motherfucker. But it wasn't a bad game. I mean, Zubac gave you a great game. James had an above average game. Shit, James had to take you back to Houston damn near game. He didn't play like that in Brooklyn, motherfucker. Hey, but at the end of the day, it's the home team. It's Denver for me. I can't get on the Clippers bandwagon with all you motherfuckers, but this is a tough series for me. It really is. So both of these boys are gonna drop dimes from start to finish. Give me over 9.5 assists for James Harden and the Joker. Let's go.
I do like Kawhi to turn back the clock. That's my favorite prop over points for Kawhi tonight. I do. I like that. And actually, Ty Lue said after the game, he's got to wants him to be aggressive and have the ball in his hands even more, especially later in the game here in game 2. So if you hear the coach trying to tell Kawhi, hey, be that dog, be that man, be aggressive, makes you think that Kawhi is going to do that. And plus, Kawhi was responsible for a lot of those turnovers too.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
No doubt, I think he plays better. I like his prop over points, Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, 7 turnovers, bro. Ain't no way I'm trying to blame James Harden for that type shit. He got to play well down the stretch. And then they asked, I think one of our guys asked if I had Joshua Alexander asked if I had a prop here. Another guy that I expect to bounce back. And when the Clippers will win, this guy will be the determining factor, similar to how Andrew Nembhard was for them Pacers last year, and it's already starting in this year in the playoffs. I think Norman Powell correlates with them winning here. So him not having a good game last game, him going over his 3-point point total prop. I think if you do like props for the Clippers, I would be looking in his direction. Nothing I'm playing, but if you're asking, that's what I would be playing in this game.
And I remember what I was gonna say is comment right here. Man, that no Skee hate to see Westbrook knock down a 3. Bro, I was about to cry, man. I was like, oh my God. Don't tell me I'm about to fucking lose because Westbrook hit the 3. Oh my God. So I gotta send Norman Powell a thank you letter. Because he definitely made my night a lot better.
He helped you out a little, definitely. Yep.
Yep. Best bets. You know how it goes. Wham Bam, you up first. Let the people know what you think is the best way to get paid.
Hey, shout out to High Grade. He said, Faded Wham is very profitable. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not, my boy. And tonight, I don't think it will be profitable at night. You say to me, bitch. That's for sure. So I'm going to go right back to what I was saying. I think that the Detroit Pistons is possibly the best revamped team. They're not going to look as bad as last game. 21-0 run in the fourth quarter. I don't think that's going to happen again, but I think they hold it down like they did last game. So first half, plus 3.5, Detroit Pistons. Detroit basketball, get paid, bitch.
Well, all right, over from Wham Bam to Babano. Let them know how to get to the window.
LA Clippers minus 106. Money line's the best price out there. Clean up the turnovers. Denver has had issues after winning a game 1 in recent years, stepping on the throat of their opponent. Look at all these series we've seen, Minnesota, and there's countless other examples. A chance to put the foot on the throat of a team. They've not been able to do it. I expect a better performance from the Clippers, less turnovers, adjustments from Lue over an interim coach for the Nuggets, and I think Clippers bounce back and tie up the series. Clippers, money line, best bet.
Good stuff. For myself, I'm going with Clippers and Nuggets. Personally, just letting you know, I took over 217. I still see 217 and a half out there, mostly 218 and a half. I think I'll get to 220s at least. So I like over. My thought is after an overtime game, you see a little less defense from both of these teams. And we know Denver in general is not a very good defensive team anyway. They get baskets, they give up baskets. I think that's what we see here tonight. Over 217 was my bet for that one. Last but not least, Dutchie, let them know what the freshest look of the day is and take us home.
Yeah, man. Freshest look. We're going to Madison Square Garden, baby. The motherfucking Mecca. But we're looking at the other side. We're going with the head of the snake. K will get us paid. Believe that. Over 26.5, minus 115. It's good money. Big shout out to everybody in the chat. It's Medicaid Monday. Be smoking, man. Let's sparky up in this. B-Hawk, good to see you, my man. Wolfgang, all the real ones. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share the motherfucking video. Yo, stay fresh, stay blessed, and let's stay putting these motherfucking bookies to rest. Yeah, man.
You guys ready?
It's the plan, Bobby.
We're winging it, Jerry.
You always wing
We're
it.
gonna get killed. What you mean, we, white boy? You ready? Here we go.